Because, yeah, Junpei counted like that. Wink, wink.
Oh, that's cute.
That is.
Yeah.
Huh. It opened.
We should get back to Flore Warehouse then.
Hey, wait. Did you guys hear something?
What?
Like that it kept my green squares.
You could paint the room.
Yeah.
It's continuity.
You didn't hear it? It came from over there. It sounds like something turning on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, see, I
Always
told
good.
you.
Oh, shoot. Oh, no.
This screen wasn't on before.
You're right. Guess it was set to turn on when we opened the door.
It looks like an authentication screen. I think we need to put in an ID and a password.
Yeah, but what?
My butt.
Yeah, that's a
my
pretty good
butt.
guess.
Well, we're just like poking our head through the door.
We solved our puzzle ages ago. What's taking you guys?
Runs away.
That was when I noticed the illustration. The lion is eating the sun.
Oh,
The lion is eating the sun.
Home.
You guys, the lion is eating the sun. My memory is really hazy.
Ooh. Oh, that one had 2 lion heads. I didn't even remember that.
right.
All of it's connected, especially that one.
That one's the most important.
Whoa.
Oh. Of course. This was the real 9th lion. But if that was the case...
Someone put some ASCII characters on our dead body.
I'm really dizzy.
I drank too much. Kill me.
Remember killing that guy. Remember death.
Oh, I do.
Remember when your hand died?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was funny. I was like a toothpaste tube.
Remember suicide death.
That's a good analogy.
Out my head.
We remember. I think. Jumpy doll.
Okay, so that's the password.
That's
Dang.
the password, but not the...
What's the ID?
Oh
The
no,
ID
guys. I couldn't figure it out. Now the bomb's gonna explode.
No! I guess it might be worth it to give up and see if there's a cutscene. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll ruin our save on file 9, but you know.
No!
Sorry.
Just save over top of it. We have to.
I can't. Ah!
You tricked him.
Darn. I couldn't figure it out. What was the ID I needed? What was the password?
Was this worth it?
Did I know them? Had I seen them before? In another history? Oh. Perhaps it had something to do with that card. Fi had found an ID card on an old woman's body, and if I recalled correctly, it said something about a password. What the password was, though, I couldn't recall. If the card was the key, though, then I'd need to put in the woman's name for the ID.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Remember, Sigma. You need to remember. What was the old woman's name? What was written on the back of the card? Oh.
And we pick up from there in Zero Escape 3.
Oh!
This guy.
No, not my clover save!
It's ruined!
Memento mori. Remember death.
You're an asshole, remember that?
That's really rude.
39 saves. What the hell, man? What the hell, man?
Mm-mm. Okay, so what was written on the ID was Kurashiki.
Yeah, Kurashiki.
Oh. I don't know how to spell that.
It's 9 letters. Yeah.
Yay!
And the password is 9 letters too.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's good. She remembered.
Accepted!
10 BOG's just like, what?
Excuse me.
What?
Sigma. Look. It says gullible.
She's saying gullible to me right now.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You're Wait.
You're
Akane.
Your with an apostrophe.
Her name is Akane Kurashiki, or June. I've been looking for her for a very long time.
He walked toward her. Slowly, carefully, stupidly. Almost as if he was afraid of scaring her away, he reached out.
Ah, gross!
Right for the chest.
Wow.
He knows what he wants.
Sweet moves, old man.
I've waited so long for this moment.
No! Blue balled again.
No, I don't know. I'm just thinking if we're at something kind of like an ending, and this is supposed to be Fi's ending, do you want to voice Fi again?
I figure I'd take over her after we leave this room. I'm pretty sure something like that's gonna happen.
But what if we
Everyone's
don't?
together.
What if everyone dies?
What if
Oh.
Akane speaks right now?
Yeah.
That's what
Okay,
I'm
I'll be
saying.
Akane. Why not?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, all right.
Trading characters. I'll
Yeah,
be
you know,
Sigma.
PCM has too many characters, so.
It's
course.
true. You hold on to her for now. I feel
Okay.
like it's not Fi's moment yet.
All right, that's fair. She's a hologram.
Tenmyoji squeezed his eyes shut.
He couldn't do that.
Oh, Akane.
He closed his hand around her empty air and let her fall to his side.
It's just like at home.
There's a moment of sad silence. And then she began to speak.
I foresaw your horniness in the future.
I made sure to not include anything that, you know.
This
satisfy
message is
you.
pre-recorded, but I appreciate the effort.
If you're watching this, Tenby OG, don't touch me.
It's all very specific.
How did she know? Wait, I know how.
Of course you know how.
Yeah, of course you know I'd do that.
I see you finally arrived. I've been waiting for you. Well, I suppose that's slightly inaccurate. What you see now is a holographic message I recorded before you came here. Unfortunately, this means I will not be able to answer your questions or have physical contact with you.
Not
Junpei.
Oh.
I hope you will understand. Now, where to begin? You probably have a great many questions.
Like one.
I just said I wouldn't answer them, so bye.
How did she know?
What day is it? Where are we?
Who is Zero? And what does he have to do with Akane Kurashiki? But I imagine there is one question that rises above all the others. Why were we brought here? The answer to that is simple. Everything that has happened here is part of our plan. All of this was required for the success of the AB project. I assume you've heard the name by now, at least.
It's like Dora, she waits for the audience participation.
Good.
Great.
Oh, sorry, I just drooled a little bit.
That's right, left. Let's go. In any event, you were all needed in order to execute our plan. The Donary game was necessary for the same reason. Your question now, I imagine, is just what is this AB project? The answer to that is also simple. Allow me to explain. We created the AB project for one purpose. To transport the consciousnesses
Ooh.
of two people into the past. To play the... Wait, no, that's...
The play
Who wrote this?
games.
Those two people are you, Sigma, and you, Phi.
What do you mean, the past?
What do you mean? Games that suck.
What's this pocket protector doing on me?
You've got to
You know.
review all the bad NES games.
You have to
that's
go... You have to go back to the past to play these no-nary games that suck.
Oh no, this stinks worse than the buffalo diarrhea dookie in my ear.
I love it.
The moment the words were out of my mouth, I realized no one there could answer the question. Not Phi, not Tenmyoji, and certainly not a pre-recorded hologram.
Have you figured out what this room is? I assume you saw the Q on the door. It stands for quantum.
Dot.
Dot.
That makes this the quantum room.
It took me a moment. And then it took me a moment to realize she changed subjects without even pausing.
Oh, wait. Is she speaking really fast? Is it just me?
Oh.
I don't feel so good.
You had that Excalibur? Okay.
Sorry. Is your name Quark? Get your own.
Oh!
He
Why
gets
there's two
photoses.
bottles?
There was nothing we could do, of course, but I still felt a twinge of frustration.
Take a look at the rear of the room. Now take a look at my rear, haha. Clover
I've been
taught me
doing
that
that
one.
all my life.
Haha, can't touch this.
That's
I
for
know.
you, Jumpy.
A treasure I want but cannot have.
All that glitters is not gold.
Oh.
Do you see that large enclosure? Wink.
Oh.
That houses our quantum computer. The systems that control this entire facility run on that machine. That includes the construct you refer to as Zero Jr., as well as the golems.
We can kill them all.
No, please!
The bunny and Luna in one go.
Wait, why?
Because it's the evil route.
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah, I wanted to be the one to set off the bombs.
Oh!
Oh my
Makes
gosh.
sense.
All of them do their thinking in that box. Isn't that strange, though? It seems contrary to how we perceive the world. The body, the thing that you see and interact with, is somewhere else. But the mind and all its thoughts are in this box.
Oh no, I'm getting flashbacks.
Is this Schrodinger's box again?
Have you ever heard about the morphogenetic fields?
Oh,
Ah!
I'm too old for this shit.
Perhaps it isn't so strange, though. Perhaps humans are the same, with our minds and thoughts existing separate from our bodies.
Literally what Lotus was talking about in that in the 1st game.
Our core is in our head, of course. We all have individual brains, think individual thoughts, and act according to individual wills. That makes communication difficult, though.
That makes communism difficult, though.
Let's see what we can do to fix that.
Oh no, it's a propaganda game.
Once upon a time, there was communism, and it was perfect. The end.
But then the free thinkers attacked.
So we're forced to rely on inefficient mediums like language, photographs, nonverbal cues to transmit information. Each one of us is an individual, and we have no direct connection to anyone else. But is that really true? In the dimensions we are most familiar with, yes, it is. If we look at things from another higher dimension, however,
How much weed you smoke?
Too much. Help.
shut up. We may all be connected after all. It's the circle of life. Like the branches of a tree. Or of... That's a big word. Who wrote this?
Rhizome.
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 Rayquaza.
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 Imagine a horizontal cross-section of the root system of a large tree.
I did that puzzle.
Yeah.
Yep. All you can see are the spots where the roots intersect the plane of your cross-section. In the 2 dimensions you see, the roots all appear to be individual things, with no connection one to another. But this isn't the case. If you expand your view and look at the root system in 3 dimensions, instead of only 2, you see the truth. All the roots join together at the trunk. In 2 dimensions, they appear to be separate. But if you look at the roots from a 3rd higher dimension, you see?
Huh?
There's some junk in that trunk.
You're telling me.
The 2 legs connect together into one base.
You're a mermaid!
Yeah.
No, it's the butt. Anyway.
It's all about the butt. It's all connected.
From cheek to cheek, past to future.
Oh.
Gosh.
All things that might appear to be separate from one another in 3 dimensions could be connected to one another if you look at them in 4 dimensions. Who's ready to play chess?
Sigma is.
No.
Doesn't that at least seem like it could be a possibility? I believe that is how human consciousness actually works. Well, I'm not the only one, I suppose. Zero and I share that belief.
Oh, you might be right about Santa.
Morphogenetic field theory.
Tenmyoji mumbled something that sounded like stupid nonsense.
You're not wrong.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
I opened my mouth to ask him what it meant, but Akane was already talking again.
Shut up. Oh. Now, when I talk about a fourth dimension, I'm referring to the fourth dimension used in Minkowski space-time.
Kowalski.
I didn't sign up for this class.
Mike Wazowski space-time.
There we go.
Let's start with a single dimension, where all that exists is a point. Connect points to one another, and you have a line. In one dimension, the only surface you can create is that, a line. But move to 2 dimensions and create more lines, and you can create shapes.
It's an optical illusion.
These are 2-dimensional surfaces. Move up to 3 dimensions, and you can connect these shapes to one another to form 3-dimensional objects. Now you have a 3-dimensional surface, which encompasses a volume of space. Watch as I turn it into a hand, flipping you off.
Huh.
Just kidding, that wouldn't be very Christian of me.
That's June, all right.
That's her. Connect 3-dimensional objects to one another, and you formed a 4-dimensional object which encompasses a volume of both space and time. It is on that 4th-dimensional axis that our minds are connected. If that was true, then what would prevent anyone from sending their consciousness backward or forward in time? That theory is the foundation of the AB project. The A represents after, and the B represents baloney. I mean before.
Oh.
No, I like that first one.
I mean, it is a load of baloney, but it probably sounds silly to you. A ridiculous story made up by a mad old woman. But look at what's happened to you. You've seen many different worlds and timelines, haven't you, Sigma? I'll wait for you to answer me.
Wait.
Please select yes on the touchscreen.
Para escuchar en español.
Oh no.
Oh, muy bien.
No, let's keep
Spanish
it in
mode.
English. No, it's like the phone calls where it's like to hear in Spanish,
Yeah.
press 2.
Yeah.
If not, then keep listening and it stays in English.
Mhm.
And what about you, Phi? I know you have too. Am I wrong? I'll let you answer. Good. Tenmyoji should know what I'm talking about as well. I believe you experienced something very similar nearly half a century ago. You sent your consciousness to the past to help save a little girl's life and to play these nonary games.
Mhm.
It was a long time ago, but perhaps you still remember?
Yeah, of course I do.
Good.
How
Anyway.
could I forget? Oh, right, it's a recording. That little girl was you, Akane.
Suddenly it felt like Phi and I were outsiders, trespassing on something we had no right to see.
And we liked it.
Come on, let's hide around this machine. Tenmyoji's face was taut with emotion as he looked into Akane's eyes. Taut? It seemed almost like she was looking back at him.
I can see you.
I can smell you.
No, you can't.
What's wrong with you people?
Now, unfortunately, my time is up. Gotta go get stabbed by an Australian, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, man.
The final stage of the project will begin very soon. I need to go prepare. The next time we meet, I can tell you the rest of the story. So come and find me. I'll be waiting. One last thing. It's really hard. Okay, bye.
Oh, thank you for closure.
The cat in the box. Is it alive? Or is it dead?
Let's open it.
Help me!
Sigma Phi, you will decide its fate.
Maybe if we shake it a lot.
Maybe.
Well, goodbye.
Wait, Akane. Wait.
Loser.
Rude.
Oh, Tenmyoji. I can almost see you. You don't need to worry. Everything's going to be okay. I will see you again one day, I promise. But I'm going to have to ask you to wait just a little longer.
Wait. Akane!
Ow, my ear, man.
Sorry.
And then she was gone.
Animated.
Tenmyoji collapsed to his knees, his back hunched and shaking. I saw tears land on the white-knuckled fists he pressed against his thighs.
I'm getting really old.
I kept quiet. What was there to say other than that he was so old?
You're old.
Fine, I nodded at one another, looked at one another, and nodded, looked silently.
Pervert.
Stop staring.
With a shaking hand, Tenmyoji pulled a photograph out of his pocket. It was a picture of a girl. After all that we'd been through, her smile was enough to break your heart.
Haha, I broke your heart.
Ow!
That's
Put it
twice
back.
now. Oh, good.
We made our way to the warehouse in Flora, and
Huh?
met up with the others.
Hey, nothing interesting happened.
Sorry, yeah. It took only a few minutes to decide to head to the infirmary. Can you check if you could skip this? I think we've read this already.
No.
Yeah, this is where we find out Sigma had to lose his arm, right?
Oh, yeah.
As soon as we arrived, we began to treat Alice and Cork for Radical 6.
And Dio for stupid.
Oh! I gave Luna the Accelovir that I found in the queue room. She quickly prepared it, and I smacked her.
Ow.
Injected Alice and Cork is what she did.
Thank goodness. It will take some time for them to recover completely. But they should be fine. Good!
Indeed.
Thank you, Luna. I don't feel like killing you in this timeline.
Me neither.
What?
That's great.
And thanks for finding the medicine, you guys. Thank you so much.
That's a big smile.
I don't
is.
like it.
I don't,
Don't.
either.
There it is.
Oh, let's just
Thanks,
pop back.
Thank you.
I'm glitching out.
Don't sweat it. Everyone glitches a little.
No need to thank us.
Tenmyoji said nothing. Just walked over to Quirk's unconscious body. He took the small boy's hand in his own and held it tight. I could see tears at the corners of his eyes as he turned away from us. Oh. Suddenly I remembered. Dio. Where had he gone?
I just reactivated the bombs. You didn't think about that, did you?
Do they still have their old times on them?
I don't know.
It didn't take me long to find him.
Ha!
He was sprawled, unconscious, on the floor beneath the sink.
He
What's
wrote
that
his
written
name
on
on
his
his
thigh?
thigh.
Luna!
Yes.
Handcuffs?
Oh, we found those in the crew quarters. Kinky. Before you returned, we want to check on the bomb in room 2. We found them there. Of course, the bomb was indeed turned off. Thank you again for dealing with them. You are quite literally lifesavers. You have my eternal gratitude.
No, you should have seen the first 4 tries.
What?
I coughed awkwardly and looked pointedly around the room. I glanced over at Vi to see what she was doing the same thing. After that, we headed back to the Flora warehouse to play the AB game. Specifically me, Phi, Kay, and Luna. Clover and Tenmyoji decided to remain in the infirmary just in case something happened with Alice, Quark, or Dio. Luna would represent Clover's team. With Quark and Dio sleeping, Kay would represent their team by default. Which left me, Phi, and Tenmyoji. You should vote.
No, I'll let you handle it. I chose Betray in the last round. You probably don't trust me right now.
What? That doesn't matter now.
Excuse me. I apologize for interrupting, but I think you should be the one to vote in the next round, Phi.
Why?
You already have 9 BP. There's no reason for you to choose Betray now. You see?
Aww.
Hey, you acting like I might actually try and betray her.
'Cause I will.
Huh?
Not necessarily.
What does it matter what he's suggesting? We're almost there. We just have to play the AB game 3 more times. Then we can all get 9 points. That means each representative has to choose ally all 3 times.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Oh-ho.
oh
Ho-ho!
my head.
It's
Ah.
Luna. We have to get Luna to 9.
Okay. Oh, okay.
This is really
I'll vote.
enthusiastic.
I'm sure you're alright with this, Sigma.
Yeah. I trust you. I handed her the star key.
Shall we open the doors?
Oh,
We're working together.
finally.
And
The
Embedex
bad
Gate
timeline.
has been opened. This is the bad timeline.
Something has to go
minutes
wrong.
remain until Embedex game polling closes. Man, I hope Dio wakes up and kills you all.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like snoring and he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I had a great dream where I was killing all you. Yeah.
What?
Oh, right. We have to wait for the deadline.
Okay. Well, we could vote early. But then each voter would be stuck inside the AB room for 45 minutes.
Okay. Let's go back to the infirmary then.
Okay. Please lead the way.
Luna and Kay set off toward the yellow door. I was about to follow when...
Hold on. I just remembered something. There's a 5th bomb.
What?
The AB room on the left. In one of the other histories, she...
Oh, yeah. You're right. Akane's body was in there. What does this mean? Why didn't we find her body this time?
Maybe because she wasn't murdered.
But how? When did history change?
Do you remember what Akane said?
The cat in the box. Is it alive? Or is it dead? Sigma Phi, you will decide its fate.
I vote we kill the cat.
No!
It probably doesn't represent anything, yeah.
Yeah,
The Schrodinger's cat thing.
exactly.
I wonder what she meant about us deciding its fate.
Perhaps she was saying her own fate wasn't decided yet.
Huh?
The history where she's alive and the history where she's murdered are both real right now.
What? No, that's impossible. We've already opened the box. We opened the door to this AB room and there's no body.
There's no damn cat.
Ugh.
No, we haven't opened the box. We haven't found a body, but we haven't found her alive yet either. In other words, we haven't actually observed her. The hologram was a recording from before this game started.
The next time we meet, I can tell you the rest of the story. So come and find me. I'll be waiting.
Where was Akane now? Where was she waiting for us?
In the garden!
Or what if she wasn't anywhere now? What if she was waiting for us in another timeline?
Yo.
Or what if she's waiting for us in the past?
To play
Is
the
that even
games.
possible? If she was, what would that mean?
Do we have to go to the flowchart to the very beginning? Oh no, my saves are even more ruined!
They were always ruined.
Hey, hey, these weren't here. Hey, they're not even connected. We're going back to the past to play the novel that sucks. Jump.
Yeah.
That's it. Akane was the girl that Sigma had his heart broken from.
Huh.
Ow. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. God darn it. Feels like my head's gonna explode. Wait. Where the AB room am I?
You just told me, Fox Boy.
It just came to me.
Looks like an elevator, but
No. This is one of the AB rooms.
how did you know who the girl was?
I don't know. I just knew.
Just knew.
I know, it's hard to explain.
The camera turns and it's like Lotus.
Oh no!
We went too far back.
Who the fi are you? And oh, it froze for me. It's got weird. And what the heck's an AB room?
Damn. I guess you did lose your memory after all.
Memory? Memory.
Oh, he remembers all the deaths. All right.
Yeah,
You-
baby.
You look down and you're in a robot suit.
I am Carrie.
I remember. You're Fi. She grinned. When is this?
Check your bracelet.
It's a red pair. BP is 3.
Mine's the same.
Does this mean this is the beginning of the game? We've gone back to when we first woke up in the AB room?
No, not quite. I think we woke up a little earlier than this time.
How do you know?
Push the buttons on the side of your bracelet.
2 hours, 15 minutes.
We didn't wake up this long before the primary doors opened last time. I think we're about an hour earlier.
Wait a minute. If you're right,
Yeah. Akane might still be alive. We got back before Dio killed her. I think.
then
Right. We're here for one reason.
stop her from getting killed.
Exactly.
Let's move. We need to get out of here fast.
Don't need to tell me twice. Let's go. Oh, you lied.
I lied.
You
We gotta
lied!
seek a way out.
Oh, come on, man!
You tricked us.
I'm sorry.
Where's the skip puzzle button? Skip puzzle!
Go ahead, let's solve it.
We don't need to look there. This is our past, remember? That means we're just repeating history. You see what I'm getting at?
The password for the safe should be the same one we got earlier?
Exactly. Now hurry up and open it. Oh, dang.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah,
actually thought.
You just look it up.
Star, I want to see if blue works. Star, sun, moon.
Yeah.
You need to remember the password for the safe. We figured it out last time. Sun, moon?
Yeah.
Ah!
What the? Okay, I opened it.
No, that's the wrong password. We need the other one to get the key.
Oh.
The gold file, man. Where's the gold file?
You just sit there and stall until Akane gets killed again.
Oh no. Sun, moon. I should ask you guys to remember these from the very first episode.
That was your
I
secret
could
test.
definitely win.
Yeah.
He's like, hold on, pulls it up on YouTube.
Yeah. Let me just check my memory. Type.
Sorry,
There,
it's
it's
loading.
open. Yeah.
Good work. Hurry up and grab the cracker.
Cracker?
Damn, I meant key.
How the hecky?
Just shut up and do it.
Just shut up and do it, Cracker.
This is the
Nice.
cracker from the safe.
Mm-hmm.
It can unlock the door above the buttons on the control panel.
Cracker found in the barrel.
Oh no!
There it is.
Alright, let's just put this key in here.
For God's sake, just do it already.
No need to yell. 3. Alright.
You know what? I'm gonna let Dio kill you.
Oh.
Good. Looks like that worked.
Ready, fight?
What do you think?
I know. I don't need to ask every time, right?
Then why the hell are you asking? Hurry up and...
Right. I'm going. 10, 9,
I'm gonna kill you.
8.
I'm gonna murder you, Sigma. 1. Done.
Hey. You pushed the button.
That's my job. Bite me. You were taking too long. We're on a schedule here.
Ugh. Would 10 minutes really seconds kill Akane?
Yes.
Fair.
Help, I'm being accosted by this man.
Ah!
Fine, I climbed up through the hatch now onto the top of the AB room. It took us only a moment to spot them. Akane!
Swish slash goes my blade.
Behind her was Dio. He was moving quickly and quietly, a knife glinting in his right hand. Shoo.
See, literally 10 seconds would have killed her.
Oh no!
Fi looking out for you.
Mm-hmm.
There was no time to yell to her. I scrambled down from the top of the AB room.
I sure hope a man doesn't stab me from behind.
I'm just
Me
gonna look
too.
straight forward and don't look around. Ooh-doo-doo.
This is a nice wall.
Gee, I hope this is the right timeline this time.
Oh no.
Fi wasn't following me. When I looked back, she was still standing on the roof. On top of the roof. Fi! What the hell are you doing? Get down here and... Before I could finish, she moved. She ran across the roof, launched herself into the air.
Oh yeah, that.
Falcon kick!
Fi leaps into smash. Dun-dun.
Yeah!
Didn't tell you, Sigma. I got invited to smash.
What?
What? You've been here this whole time?
He's fine. Just unconscious.
I bent down and held my fingers in front of his mouth.
Yeah, he's unconscious.
He was still breathing.
I don't think he saw me. He probably has no idea what happened to him.
Guy went down like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
No, kick him again.
No, he's sleeping. He had it coming.
I heard footsteps come to a stop right in front of us. I looked up.
Howdy.
Hi.
So you came. I've been waiting for you. You're here to hear the rest, right?
Here to here.
Wait, could you say that again? But with different words?
No.
Wait, just wait a minute. What is your deal? How could you be so calm? If we hadn't shown up just now, you'd...
Have been stabbed in the heart by this young man and died? Yes. Although that reminds me, I haven't thanked you yet. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate you saving me.
What?
Hold on. How do you know about being stabbed by Dio? Are you an Esper too?
Yes. Indeed, I am. I am able to jump through time just like you.
Yeah, exactly. Then what the cough were you thinking? If you knew he was gonna stab you, why were you gonna let him do it?
Because I had to.
You what?
Think back. Why are you here? If I hadn't been killed by Dio, no one else would have been murdered. Consequently, your own abilities would never have manifested. I did explain, didn't I? The purpose of the AB project was to send the two of you to the past. Or your minds, at least. In order for that to happen, some death was necessary. When a human brain is faced with danger, its processing speed increases. Information is processed more quickly, and time almost seems to slow. And then you sit there and debate about whether you're gonna ally or betray for 20 minutes, and it's really boring.
Oh my gosh.
I've experienced this.
I think I've felt this before.
I know what you're talking about.
A few seconds can feel like an eternity. It's really bad for the YouTube algorithm.
Oh.
Unfortunately, that in itself isn't enough to send oneself through time. The amplitude of the consciousness is simply too small. In order to increase the amplitude, we need to slow down the brain before the increase happens. It's a little like a slingshot. You pull back on the rubber band and then let go. The potential energy you stored in the band is released and converted into kinetic energy. That's what fires the bullet out of the slingshot. Let's do a visual demonstration. Fi, shoot him.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Now, while a slingshot can only fire in one direction, your mind isn't similarly limited. When the bullet of your consciousness is fired from the slingshot of your brain, it travels past the three-dimensional world into the four-dimensional one. From that perspective, time is no longer fixed. In other words, you can travel to the future, the past, whenever you like. Your consciousness has been released from the three-dimensional cage. In order for that to happen, I had to infect you with Radical 6.
I'm sorry?
Whoa, what?
We're infected with Radical 6?
Yes. Don't you remember, Sigma? Luna should have told you about it in another timeline. Are you sure? Infecting all of these people with such a horrible disease? Every single one of you has been infected.
And we just used the 2 bottles on the 2 people. We didn't duplicate them. Oh, no!
Ah!
But not in this timeline.
Oh.
Well, apart from Luna, of course.
Cheater.
That's just a little nepotism. Don't worry about that. Unfortunately, it was necessary. We needed to slow your minds in order to store up your potential energy. We made you all just a little bit stupid.
What?
Yeah.
And we provided a dire situation that would accelerate your processing speed. The result is what you are now experiencing. Your consciousness now occupies 4-dimensional space-time. Even that, however, wasn't enough.
Really?
Nope, you're still stupid.
Yeah.
You had the ability to travel, but your memories could easily be lost during the trip. If the project was to succeed, you had to be able to retain everything you learned in each reality. That was the reason you were forced to jump so many times. With each jump, your ability to remember improved. Eventually, you would be able to retain everything. That is why we made you play the AB game. That was why you had to select different chromatic doors. By forcing specific choices, we could cause you to make more jumps.
I don't get it.
Of course you don't.
I get it. I think I finally understand.
You're
That was
lying.
fast.
It's that Radical 6. You made me think so fast.
You stored so much energy in my brain. Well, okay. There are a lot of things I don't understand, but all of what you've just told me makes sense. You did all of this so that Fi and I could jump through 4-dimensional space with our memories intact. Right?
Yes.
But why did you need us to do that? People have died for this. I mean, let's count how many different ways people died. Murder, antimatter explosion, suicide. I've died. So has Fi. So have you.
Ooh, nice montage.
Yay.
That one timeline where everyone died?
That was a funny one.
So why would you do all this? What does it matter that Fi and I jumped through time?
Haven't I told you? Death was unavoidable. You were all destined to die. Sacrifices had to be made for the sake of the project.
I already know all that. What I'm asking you is why? What is so... I feel it's necessary. God damn it, It's worth all this.
He is serious.
Oh, you swore. Not as good a main character as Junpei. He would never swear. I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually.
What? Just when is eventually?
In a future not very far from now.
Buy the DLC now.
Yeah. Bullshit! That's not good enough. Why can't you tell us now?
Yeah.
Kicks.
Uh-oh.
Instead of answering, Akane knelt down next to Dio and picked his knife up off the floor.
I'm going to keep this with me.
It's kind of sus.
Don't change the suspect.
But it's almost time.
What are you talking about? We've got plenty of time.
No. In a few moments, you'll return to the original timeline.
What?
This is the way it has to be. Don't fight it. Lagomorph.
Yes?
Zero Junior, basically.
Oh, Zero Junior?
Yeah.
Okay.
There he is.
Lagomorph.
You call him Zero Junior. His official designation is Lagomorph. Lagomorph, this is an order. Unlock my bracelet. Compliance!
Cheater!
You know, you just put like tinfoil on it, and it unlocks. Don't know.
I
if you guys
remember
knew
that. What the?
Now everything is in place. I have put the bracelet onto Dio. All we have to do is place his body in the 5th AB room, the second one from the right.
That's the one Quark is in, right?
Correct. I will move him. I will also put your bodies back into the 3rd AB room.
Bodies.
Cracks knuckles.
Why'd you take the knife again?
Once that's done, I will reset its puzzle to an unsolved state.
Why do you need to do all that?
To recreate the history that you remember. Your consciousness is about to leave your body and return to the future. Your body will be emptied, and your other consciousness will jump back in. If your bodies aren't back in the 3rd AB room by then, it would be bad.
So you're saying some version of us is going to wake up in that room and repeat the same history again? Well, I guess this could actually be our 2nd or 3rd time.
You are exactly correct. Lastly, I'm going to leave this with you.
She paused and pulled something out of her pocket. It was a small key attached to a string.
I'll tie it onto your ankle so that you won't lose it, all right, Sigma?
What's it say on there?
Tu fui ego eris.
Look, my ego.
Excuse you, but what does it say on there?
It's Latin. It means, what you are, I was. What I am, you will be.
The one puzzle with the screen.
What?
There was a puzzle where we had to arrange words on a screen to spell that out.
That is right, yeah, in the security room or whatever.
Yeah, now you're thinking.
Holy smokes, is that what it means? I don't know Latin.
Holy crap, I'm smart.
You'd think I'd have seen this coming, but no.
It's all brand new to me.
When you've been jumping timelines for as long as I have, your brain gets a little rattled.
Understandable.
Yeah, sure, that's it.
What am I supposed to do with it?
It will help you meet someone who's very important.
What?
My ex?
Please tell me it's my ex.
Go. Return to the future. You won't be alone. I will be at your side, watching over you. In spirit, because Dio will stab me.
Yeah.
Now, hurry.
Wait. I still...
Pulls knife.
Ah!
Oh, we were never gonna get the 9th.
We gotta make
save.
another save.
We gotta go back till we loop around. Gotta keep saving until we get to the 9th.
Oh,
It's the only way.
So now there's a new one at the bottom where we were.
Ah, look at that.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Oh, looks like you're awake.
Welcome to
Oh.
Skyrim.
Ah!
There are better places to take a nap than on the ground, you know.
Is this the infirmary?
Why are we here?
Do you know what happened at the AB gate?
Kay and I went back to the infirmary, but
We waited and waited, and the two of you never returned. So we went to the warehouse to check on
No.
you. Oh, sorry.
That was Luna.
That was Luna. I'm so sorry, Luna. Oh, no. You
it's
can
okay,
read it
it's
if you
just a little
want.
bit. Oh, thank you. What, did you write this down? How did you get this?
Oh, how did I know that?
So we went to the warehouse to check on you. It's so weird.
Yeah, we found you passed out in front of the AB rooms.
Kay and I hurried back here with you.
I looked over at Fi and met her eyes. Do you remember what happened just now?
You mean what happened a long time ago?
Yeah. You got him pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember all right.
He's still unconscious. No, wait.
Oh no.
Hey, what are you guys talking about?
Quark! What am I? Chopped liver!
The character models load in before like the whooshing effect comes.
Spooky.
Is this time travel?
Huh?
Alice!
Back among the conscious and not a psychotic, huh?
Yeah, thanks.
Grandpa told me what you did. Thanks for finding the medicine for us.
No problem. All in a day's work. Although, I wouldn't mind a little swimsuit action.
Why do you want a swimsuit of me?
Avoid your gaze.
What's he talking about?
Really grabbing at straws here, aren't you?
Hey, I wasn't talking to Quark.
Are you sure?
It was an offer for Alice.
Not really my point.
Swimsuits?
Yeah!
I forgot mine. Whatever, forget about that. Now that you guys are awake, all we gotta do is open the number 9 door.
Huh?
What are you talking about?
Look at your bracelet.
Nice.
It says 10.
Myoji.
I have 10 Myoji on my bracelet.
Hello.
Ah!
The weather is 77 degrees.
That's a lot of points.
Holy crap! I've got 15 BP too. That means I got 6 more points while I was passed out.
But how?
You've been asleep for more than 2 hours. We've played the AB game 3 times.
3 times?
Yes. Of course, the color and group assignments were shuffled around each time. But no matter who voted, everyone chose ally. And that's because we didn't give you the option.
Dang.
Aw, shucks.
Now all of us have enough to leave.
Check it out.
Did they show? They didn't show Dio's.
I was stunned. How had everyone cooperated long enough to raise all of our BP past 9?
Usually one of them would betray and leave.
Yeah. Was it because Akane hadn't been killed? Without a death to start things off, maybe we'd been less suspicious of one another.
Yeah.
You?
Huh?
Or could the bombs have had something to do with it? We'd all joined forces against Dio, and Phi and I had been able to disarm all of them.
Dio and Phi and I.
The three of us together. We couldn't have disarmed those bombs if Dio hadn't set them.
Yeah, we did it
How do I-
together.
All of us had banded together against a common enemy and overcame a serious threat. Perhaps that had strengthened our bond. Persona rank
Tremendous.
up.
Tremendous. Serious? Tremendous?
Tremendous.
Alright.
A Tormandos.
There's a timeline where you read that correctly. This isn't it.
We have
What
to go
did I
back.
say?
You said serious.
You said a
Huh.
serious threat instead of a tremendous
You
threat.
like auto-translated it. It's neat.
I'm cool and my methods are complex.
Our little
Which-
unorthodox.
Which I had to admit would be somewhat ironic. After all, Dio had planned the bombs that forced us all to work together against him.
Yeah.
Oh, what I just said.
Yep.
This must have been what Akane was talking about.
Haven't I told you? Death was unavoidable. Sacrifices had to be made for the sake of the project.
Come on, let's go. Let's open the door and get out of here.
Wait. What about him? After some discussion, we decided to leave Dio behind.
Really? Alice didn't want to interrogate him? Oh, okay, there you go.
Alice was the only holdout. She'd complained about wanting to take him back to her superiors, but after I mentioned they'd come back to investigate after we escaped and deal with Dio then, she reluctantly complied.
All right, let's get going.
Boom, boom, doom. Is this it? We're finally escaping?
It's time to leave.
Looks like it.
Ooh.
We get to step out into the,
Ooh, we should say his name. What was his name? Soggy
Who's-
Log or something?
Is everybody ready?
Lagombio.
Lagomorph?
Yeah,
Lagomorph.
that's it. We gotta say it.
I'm gonna open it.
Better count down from 3.
Yes, just get on with it. Everyone else swallowed and nodded. I grabbed the lever and pulled it down. 3, 2, 1.
He's learned to not count anymore. Progress.
I've retained my memories and like, oh my gosh, I did this like 9 times to people.
You did. That's enough counting for a lifetime.
I can remember all of the cringe from my past jumps.
Oh no.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
All right, everybody, let's move.
Yeah. I woke up, guys.
No,
What'd I miss?
I didn't need to tell them twice. The room inside was clearly a loading elevator. It looked sort of like a large plate on top of a huge pedestal. We ran to the center of the plate and turned around. Number 9 door stood wide open.
Hurry, Dio. 2, 1, 0.
Aha, royalties!
You
The
can't do it
number
for
9
yourself.
door is closing.
Yeah.
Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Sneak through. Come on. Do your time.
Not gonna make
Do your
it.
time. Ah!
Oh, too bad your arms aren't biotic like mine.
Oh. He's gonna lift the door open with his Australian strength.
Sorry, Dio. Looks like you chased 2 rabbits and they both got away. I'm quite proud of that one, actually.
Yeah.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the Nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. I guess that escape is not possible. It's just for Dio then.
Yeah.
True enough.
Just need to see all of them go at once. It's gonna be cute. We're gonna get some artwork. It's gonna be great.
Maybe, I don't even remember.
We didn't even cure our Radical 6. Only 2 of us are cured, so might be an issue later on.
We're doing alright, don't worry about it.
Looks like we did it.
Yes. We should keep moving.
Beyond the door was a wide hallway that ended in a very solid wall. To the left, we found a very familiar looking door. We pushed it open and went in.
He's getting drowsy. It's the Soparil.
Sorry guys, I had to decompress in the decompression room.
Wait, is there only 8 suits?
I mean,
The pressure exchange chamber.
That's funny.
I don't know.
they were intended to have only 8 leave.
She knew.
You know what this place is? Yeah, sort of. This whole facility is pressurized, apparently. I think the idea is to keep the air outside and consequently the virus from getting inside. That means that if we want to go out, we have to decompress. So we match the outside air pressure. This room here is where you prepare for going into the actual pressure exchange room. You see all those suits along the wall? They're bathing suits. I've been owed a favor.
Get in your swimsuits.
All of you ladies, put on those suits.
Okay.
I figure we need to put those on and head to the decompression room downstairs.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Yeah!
Whoa, hold on a minute. You're saying the air outside is full of that horrible virus?
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Of course, according to Akane, we were all already infected with Radical 6. So the whole room seemed a little pointless. Why? How did all this happen?
Did they?
No! That's not possible!
We've come this far. We can't turn back now. Let's go outside. There's no way to know what's really going on until we do.
Are you gonna fit in a suit?
I guess that's why there's only 8.
All right. No one else objected. We all donned the protective suits and headed downstairs to the decompression room.
The deep depression room.
Yeah. As soon as we were all inside, the process began. Through my helmet, I could hear the soft of air being sucked out of the room. We stood there for several minutes, waiting for the process to finish. It was awkward.
So, about those Mets.
Yeah, the Mets.
I was kidnapped on the night I was going to see a Mets game.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They were playing on Christmas?
Yeah, I bet they were sorry too. At last it did, and we heard the door begin to open. Beyond it was another decompression chamber. We repeated the process 2 more times before we reached the final door and opened it.
Kaboom!
The dead, bleak landscape wasn't a surprise for me. I'd seen it before in another timeline. The others hadn't, however, and although I couldn't see their faces through the visors of their helmets, I heard more than a few gasps over the radio.
Gasp! Over.
For a few long moments, we just stood there, astonished. Where the hell are we?
The desert, I guess?
I figured that out. I mean, which one?
Yeah, I don't know, but I think I know what day it is.
Oh,
Look at the moon. It's red, right? That means all of Ganon's minions will come back to life.
oh no!
Well, or that today's lunar eclipse.
So?
Alright, Luna's with us.
You remember the porn mag in the lounge?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Oh, I see how it is. Well, the next eclipse like this was going to be on December 31st, 2028. So,
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Are you suggesting we were sleeping for a week after we were abducted?
I think so.
Wherever we were must have been far away from any city. The air was clearer than I'd ever seen it. And the stars, the sky was full of them. More stars than I'd ever seen in my life. I could even spot the hazy arm of the Milky Way.
Hey.
But the most striking feature was the moon. It was blood red and massive. Much bigger, in fact, than I remembered it being. Then, as I watched, a black spot began to move across its surface. It was hard to see details, but it looked circular. The spot continued to move across the moon, heading for the right edge.
Oh, it's a bug on the screen.
What's that?
The lion. It's gonna eat it.
No!
The moon. Well, the moon's shadow, actually.
The moon's shadow?
We really on the moon?
I frowned. That didn't make any sense.
Zero told me to stay quiet. I think he was worried I'd spill the beans on his operation. He said if I didn't toe the line, he wouldn't just kill me, he'd kill Quark too. And I agreed like an idiot and brought Quark with me. Just so I could see her. Such an idiot. So, that being the case, might as well start with this. I meant what I said before. That up there is the moon's shadow.
What the heck are you saying?
Think about it. If that's the moon's shadow, then what's it falling on?
That's Earth.
Yeah. It's not the red moon you get from a lunar eclipse. Then again, this isn't a lunar eclipse. It's a solar eclipse. Anybody in the black spot down there looking up at the moon covering the sun.
What? No way!
If that's the Earth, then where the heck are we? The moon, of course. Stupid. Idiot.
Good one.
Thanks, Dad. This is the lunar surface. We were just inside a moon base.
No way! No, you gotta be lying! How do you expect us to believe that? This can't be the moon.
Yeah. That's pretty ridiculous. Besides, if this was the moon, how do you explain the gravity? The moon only has 1/6 of the Earth's gravity. So what's this? She picked up a rock and dropped it. See? That looked perfectly normal.
Yes, it looked that way.
Luna?
You were right about the gravity in a way. I was one of the people who knew this wasn't Earth. Well, I suppose I'm not people if we're being honest, but
Excuse me? What?
please just listen.
For once.
You guys are
Shut
like
up
the
a
only
second.
you guys are like the only ones who didn't know what was going on.
This is the canon ending? I've been asleep!
And you guys are government officials.
Heyo.
Oh,
Alice, you were infected with Radical 6. Then we gave you the Axilivir, which cured you. The Radical 6 isn't completely gone, though. Some of its symptoms stick around for a while.
what symptoms?
Oh, snap.
Yeah?
Well, Radical 6 can slow down your brain's processing speed by the root of 1/6.
Okay.
Yep. It can take a while for your brain to get back up to speed.
So this whole time we've been really stupidly slow. And
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
just everything seemed normal because we're slow. Okay.
Good thing the only clocks were the one on our special bracelets.
Oh my goodness.
Just Akane, like, I'm gonna have to talk really, really slowly. Every one of us has been infected. In other words, all of our brains have been processing information at a much lower speed. If you evaluated the root of 1/6, you'd get a number close to 0.408. That means our brains are running at something slightly less than half speed. I'm not surprised. Did you see how long it took us to solve those puzzles?
Yeah.
No, I only saw it, but I didn't know it.
As you said before, the moon's gravity is about 1/6 of the Earth's. The time it takes for an object to fall is inversely proportional to the square root of the gravitational acceleration. Since the gravity is lower on the moon, that means the time increases. I guess that's a little technical.
Yeah, only a robot would understand that.
Yeah, weird, right? Anyway, let me give you an example. Say you drop an apple from a height of 4.9 meters. It will take approximately 1 second to hit the ground. On the moon, however, that time would be 1 second times root 6, which would be approximately 2.45 seconds. I use 4.9 meters because it matches up with the acceleration of gravity nicely, but it could be anything. The gravity constant is, well, a constant. You could drop something from 10 centimeters or 10 meters and it would be the same. Does that make sense? So now we've established that on the moon, things fall root 6 times slower than they do on the Earth. That being the case, what would happen if somebody's brain slowed down by root 1/6? To them, 2.45 seconds would feel like 1 second. 4.9 seconds would feel like 2. But it's not hypothetical. That's what's been happening to every one of us. Wait. You're saying that's the reason we didn't notice the weaker gravity? Are you sure you didn't notice anything?
Oh, that's why Fi could fly.
Uh huh.
She remembered. Or like everybody being like, "Well, my body feels lighter than normal."
Mm-hmm.
Think back. Huh? You and Sigma and Phi said something about it in the lounge. There it is. About how you felt weird.
It's kind of like my body isn't really mine. I'm sort of floating like that.
It seemed insane, but what Luna said made sense. In fact, it explained Phi's apparently superhuman strength quite well.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Montage. Yeah.
How do you move your legs so
Montage.
fast and your brain
Yeah.
so slow?
Oh. Wait. This is crazy.
Graveyard Nary.
That can't possibly be Earth out there. Look at it. I've seen photos of Earth, and it's blue and green and beautiful. That thing is just red.
Well, I
Global
see.
warming.
Oh, no.
That marble's getting hot.
Before we get into that, I should probably tell you something. This isn't New Year's Eve in 2028. Today is January 27th.
In 29?
No.
In 1985?
No.
Then just what year is this?
It's 74. 2074.
No.
Clover, you're a robot.
What?
That's insane.
That would mean we were abducted more than 45 years ago.
Why was I programmed to like butts?
It was a glitch.
Oh, no.
I don't blame you if you don't believe me, but it's the truth.
How can you be sure?
It's not that hard. Quark and I left Earth on January 23rd, 2074. Solar eclipses are easy to predict. We've known there'd be one on the 27th for a long time. That's just the science. Nobody's gonna change that.
But why is the Earth red?
That's a long story. About 45 years ago, on April 13th, 2029, there were 18 annihilation reactors operating in various parts of the world. On the 13th, all 18 of them went up, all at the same time.
Look what we have to look forward to, guys.
The explosion was about 100,000 times powerful as that atom bomb that had dropped on Hiroshima.
What? Why?
I suppose it started a few months before that. The government had a test site for a future Mars mission out in the middle of Nevada. On December 31st, 2028, there was an accident. Well, accident doesn't quite convey the right sense of the thing. The point is, Radical 6 claimed its first victims there, then escaped. Yes, didn't take too long for it to spread to the rest of the world. Like Luna explained, yeah, like that.
Bloody.
The virus slows your brain down, but eventually it also makes you kill yourself. Pretty soon the bodies started to pile up. Some people would take a dive off a building or shoot themselves in the head. You know, the classics, the fun ones.
Oh.
But for some, it was poison or fire, asphyxiation, or the noose. Plenty of people jumped in front of trains or cars. One pilot of a passenger airline drove his plane into the ground. Most forms of transportation ground to a halt pretty fast. That meant food couldn't get distributed, and thousands of people who weren't even infected died from starvation. Everywhere you went, there was just piles of corpses covered in flies and rats and crows. I don't know what hell's like, but I imagine this is a lot like that. Of course, I can confirm that later on.
Huh?
After a while, people who'd managed to avoid getting infected started trying to get in touch with one another. They got a hold on some radios and organized a couple meetings. There was only one thing to discuss, of course. How could they get rid of Radical 6? The answer they decided was purification. They figured they could just roast the surface of the Earth and that'd kill the virus off for good. On April 13th in 2029, they put their plan into effect. That plan was to detonate all 18 annihilation reactors.
Neat.
Now, the truth is, that's mostly just rumor. Nobody really knows what happened. But I've got my own theories. I think that the bombers had already been infected, and when they died, they took billions with them. The ultimate, if I die, you're coming with me gesture, I suppose. I'd bet you money that they'd all lost it long before they got to the reactors. Killing most of the world, no matter how bad things had gotten, was not a sane plan. Even if it wasn't directly responsible, Radical 6 killed most of the people on Earth. Anyway, why it happened isn't that important. Point being is it happened. You ever heard of nuclear winter? Well, that's basically what we got. The explosions threw a ton of crap up in the stratosphere. When it joined up with the smoke and ashes from all the fires, it blotted out the sun for 7 years. Plants withered and animals died by the millions. The few humans who were left banded together to survive. They were rough times. Eventually, they were over, though. The sky cleared and the sun came back. Plants started blooming again, and the animals that hadn't died out completely began to reappear. Things weren't quite back to normal, though. It's been 45 years now, but there's still quite a bit of dust and ash in the air. That's what you're seeing. You know why a sunset's red? Well, this is the same thing. Blue and green light have short wavelengths, and they scatter when they run into debris in the air.
Oh,
Red
we're still
light.
combining color.
Yeah, that's right. Red light, on the other hand, has a longer wavelength, which means it's got gets a lot further when the air is dirty. So there you are. Earth looks like red because that's the only color of light that can make it through the atmosphere. So what now?
I was speechless. What could I possibly say? There was no reason for Tenmuji to lie to us.
Or was there?
So we were standing on the moon.
I'm just kidding. We're on Mars.
Oh my
Got
god.
you pretty good, didn't I?
I don't know. When I first watched this game through a YouTuber, a super great friend, I don't know. It was with a chat too, and so when we first got to this area with Dio's ending scene,
Yeah.
everyone was just immediately, "It's the moon! It's the moon!"
That's what I thought at first.
I know. I saw that and I was like, it's totally the moon. And then everyone was like, oh, we're in a desert or whatever. And I'm like, ah, but it looks like the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for whatever
That's
reason, I didn't accept that. It's like it's obviously the moon. It's not the desert.
Nice.
So that's
Yeah.
why I was like hyping you guys up. I can't wait till you guys see what it is. And you guys like, oh, it's the desert. I'm like, yep. It's the desert.
Desert.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, there you go.
I definitely
Fine.
remember making comments about Portal, at least.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, absolutely. But I never confirmed it, and good thing, I guess.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, you led us on.
At least now we know.
It sure is a
Mhm.
desert. We're standing on the moon, looking at the Earth. It was 2074. But why? Why were we there? Why were we then? Oh. I was so lost in thought, I barely noticed Phi's approach.
Hey, Sigma. I think I figured something out.
A window popped up on the inside of my helmet with Whisper in the corner. She seemed to be using a circuit only we could hear. Yeah. What is it?
You don't have to whisper.
It says I gotta whisper.
No, it just... Never mind. I figured out why there's an extra E.
An extra E? Oh, you mean the graffiti?
Yeah, the one on floor B. I think it's an anagram, just like on floor A.
What's Anna say this time?
God damn it, Sigma! Knock it off!
Mrs. Graham, please.
Memento mori, if the ninth lion ate the sun. If you rearrange the letters, you get the man on the moon rules the infinite time. See? You need 6 E's to get that. So they stuck an extra one on the ninth.
That's bull.
Sorry.
Man on the moon rules the infinite time. That's pathetic.
Sorry, it's Man on the Moon rules infinite Tim.
Oh, that makes more sense. I think it's a message for us from Zero Senior and Akane. Remember what she was telling us?
We created the AB project for one purpose. To transport the consciousnesses of two people into the past. Those two people are you, Sigma, and you, Phi.
Oh, I see now.
So, what are you getting at?
My god, you're slow. You don't get it?
I don't get it.
They're saying we rule the infinite time. Infinite time. They weren't just talking about having us jump a couple hours. I think they're planning to send us back. Way back.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you think they're going to send us back 45 years?
Yeah, I'd bet on it.
So the ultimate purpose of the AB project is to send us back in time to that catastrophe Tenmyoji was talking about.
I think so.
That doesn't make sense, though. I mean, we came from that same time period. Before it, actually. So why bring us here and then send us back?
Well, Akane should be able to tell us the rest. Let's go pay her a visit.
Do you know where she is?
I've got an idea. Come on, think. Remember what she said when she gave you the key?
Tutti frutti, Lego my ego.
That's wrong, but okay.
Sorry, my memory's a little funny. The grave.
Oh, you think I'm funny? Thank you.
Grave. What was the grave was in the garden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a keyhole, wasn't there?
Well, it's a little late for that.
Yeah, I'm
Shoot!
not sure if you ever clicked on it or not, but that was there.
Okay. Dio's peeing on it right now. Yeah, yeah. See how you like it.
How do
Yeah,
you skip those handcuffs?
yeah.
Or he's still cuffed.
He has the seat. He dragged the sink with him. It's fine.
Wow.
It's lighter on the moon, you know.
It's true.
The grave, the one in the garden.
Well, come on. What are you waiting for? Let's go. And so we went inside, and no one questioned how we did it.
It's fine. We turned and ran back into the pressure exchange chamber, the others following close behind.
Oh, I do fit. What?
Oh, thank goodness.
What are you doing? Or they left him in here. That'd be pretty good.
Did you forget something?
We're gonna go have a talk with somebody.
Who?
Do you really need me to spell it out? The person behind all this.
You mean Akane?
What?
I'll take that as a yes. Let me accompany you then.
Wait. Why do you know about Akane?
I'll tell you when you're older. Now, if you please.
Dang it.
I'm coming with you. You folks just said the magic word.
I'm going too then.
You're tall,
I'm
Cork.
as tall as Kay. So am I.
Hey, is it just me or is Quark taller?
Yeah, it's just you, I mean.
Okay. Is this Akane you're talking about?
Yeah. You know her real well.
Wait. You're not. You're serious? What the hiffle is going on?
Just like I used to remember.
Ah, shut up! I hate the last game. Just shut up! Come if you want to. We don't need to do roll call. Once we get there, Akane can explain everything. With that, we headed back through the airlock.
Is it even gonna let us in?
I think it works out. I don't remember why, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Because that means, the person's on the moon, whoever escapes, like, oh, nothing here. All right, I'm gonna go back, and then they just reopen the 9 door, and it's like, yeah, I guess we didn't even need 9 points.
They come back down the elevator. Say, hey, you're back. What took you so long? Moon's haunted. What does that mean? Moon's haunted. Goes back up there.
Ah,
back to it.
clever. The number 9 door on floor A is shut forever once the game ends. Assuming Zero Jr. was telling the truth, of course. But the door on floor B...
Yeah, I thought we might be able to take the lift to it, and it looks like I was right.
There's your answer, I guess.
Okay.
Any idea where Akane might be?
Yeah. The grave.
You mean the grave in the garden?
Yeah. Don't worry.
I'll kick your ass.
I don't think she's buried there or anything. Chances are she's alive. Just in the grave.
What?
Anyway, let's move! To the garden!
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Na-da-da-da-da-da.
Beautiful.
Everybody loves the garden. It's where
Let's go
everybody
to the
goes to die.
What garden, guys?
Butt garden. And then
Also,
we'll go to
I'm
the panty
definitely-
room.
I'm probably jumping the gun, but we're definitely probably going to finish this before 9.
Okay.
What about
Maybe,
at
possibly.
9?
That'd be poetic. I could save there.
Oh!
Is the Conway really under there?
Underwear.
Oh!
That is pretty good. I think so. What should we do? Are we going to dig her out? No, I don't think we'll have to do anything like that. You see the keyhole on the grave? If I just insert this here,
Say that again.
if I insert this here,
Oh yeah.
Don't
I pulled
encourage
the
him.
key off my ankle and fitted it into the hole.
Don't.
I did it. I twisted it to the right until I heard something unlock.
The waterfall's gonna stop. That's my guess.
With a quiet grinding, the grave began to shift.
Darn.
Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, I was hoping like a secret room. Oh well.
What is this? Hey, Clover.
Butt buddy.
It's behind the waterfall.
What?
Did it not go? I read it.
It doesn't look like a coffin.
What?
Oh, yeah, we didn't hear it at all.
Oh, okay. I said it, but that's weird.
Oh, okay, weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a treatment pod.
Oh my god.
It is, isn't it?
The glass on the cover had frosted over, making it opaque. We couldn't see who or what was in it.
Please be Dio. Let's see what's inside.
We didn't really check up on it.
They open it and
true.
it's 7.
Oh!
Oh, you don't know how long I've been in there. I gotta take the biggest dump.
I'm gonna make the moon record this time.
This whole river will be clogged.
Oh no! You opened the Pandora's box. What have you done?
So, she grabbed a hold of the lever on the side of the pod.
No good. I think it's locked.
What?
Treatment pod. TP00. Stage 1 defrosting complete. Also, what the heck are you guys doing back here?
It's a
Stage
funny
2.
story.
Stage 2 will be complete in 10 minutes. Once Stage 2 is complete, the lock will automatically disengage.
Right, cold sleep. What? Put a blanket on her. These pods can put people into cold sleep. These are something called gas to freeze human bodies without destroying their cells. So, Miss Sakata is like an ice cube. I think so, yeah. Then we gotta wait till she melts. Yeah.
So, how about you tell us your story while we wait, Kay? Specifically, why do you know Akane?
I remembered
What do you remember?
everything. I was born and raised in this facility. It's called Rhizome 9. A rhizome is an underground plant stem that spreads by sending out roots. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? This facility is a little like a rhizome. Supposedly, that's why they call these installations that. The number comes from the facility number. There are 54 rhizomes on the moon, and this is the 9th one.
9?
Ha, that's funny. Well, I suppose the other ones don't really matter to you, do they? In any event, I grew up here with Akane and Zero Senior. I watched them create the AB project.
The AB project?
Yes, its purpose is to send Phi and Sigma, or their consciousness at least, to the past.
Back 45 years, right?
Yes.
So you want us to change history, huh? Go back and keep Radical 6 from getting out and stop the reactors from exploding. That's our mission?
Well, not exactly.
What do you mean?
It's true that the ultimate goal of the project is to keep Radical 6 from spreading to the general population. But even if you do make it back, you won't be able to do much. By now, it's already too late.
Too late.
What do you mean?
Let me begin at the beginning. I got a lot of characters that are gonna expose some information.
Okay.
You might be thinking that Zero Senior and Akane were the ones who created all this, but that's not entirely correct. They only followed the histories they already seen. It was the only choice they had. Nothing less than the future of mankind is at stake. We need the two of you to jump through timelines while maintaining your memories. That is why you had to play the AB game, and why the chromatic doors were necessary. By forcing multiple options, you could make numerous jumps. We speculated that jumping more would strengthen your memories. The puzzles were also there for a purpose. Some theories hold that the moment of insight when you solve a puzzle strengthens your connection to the fourth dimension. That's what the reason for the puzzles. And to pad the game, your infection with Radical 6 was also a vital part of this plan. By slowing down your brain's processing speed, we could store your potential. With that energy stored up, we just had to provide a life or death situation to launch your consciousness into the fourth dimension. Like a bullet from a slingshot. Haha, get it? Wait, hold on just a minute here. You keep talking about Sigma and Phi, but what about the rest of us? Why did you bring us here? That's simple. In earlier histories, you were all here in Rhizome 9. We needed you here to accurately replicate those histories. Although I suppose that's probably not a good enough explanation for you. In any case, though, it is the truth. Our primary goal was to replicate history, that is.
Wow, look who's auto-translating now.
Yeah, that was.
What did
not
I
even
say?
it.
In a case, though, what is the truth? Our primary goal was to replicate history.
Oh.
That is.
In
Something
a
like that.
sense, though.
Yeah. And
Oh,
the ending
it's
too.
Radical 6, man. Yes, I suppose I should explain. Very well. I will try and do so in a way you can understand. First, Alice and Clover. They were abducted 45 years and 1 month ago on December 26, 2028.
22nd.
The location of Earth, of course.
I knew I had a few extra wrinkles.
More specifically, Los Angeles, California. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
After being kidnapped, your bodies were sent to a facility under Akane's direction. You were placed in treatment pods and immediately put into a cold sleep. 4 months later, you arrived at this facility. The date you finally arrived was April 14th, 2029. Your trip from Earth to this facility was aboard a spaceship powered by an annihilation engine. Following your arrival, your pods were placed in a long-term storage. Does that make sense?
Are you telling me we were sleeping in those pods here for 45 years?
Yes. In preparation for this day.
Can I see it?
No.
But why? What do you need us for?
You are an Esper, aren't you, Clover? I mean that you are able to access the fourth dimension. Am I wrong?
Did Akane tell you?
In a matter of speaking. As I've already explained, the purpose of this project is to send Sigma and Phi's consciousness to the past. Espers are able to sort of resonate with one another, which can amplify their powers, not hinder it like you were guessing. You understand? This is why we brought you here, Clover.
Gods.
What about me?
What about you?
Get out of here.
We needed your help, Alice, to deactivate Dio's bombs.
Huh? But I didn't do anything.
But you did. In another history, you were able to perform a prime decomposition on the 25-digit integer that Dio left behind. Only you could do that sort of thing. Because of your feat of mathematics, you were able to determine that Dio had planted the bombs. Then we were able to question him and get the password from the number 3 one. Finally, we used that information to stop the detonation in this timeline. Oh, without your help, Alice, we would have been reduced to nothing more than so much space dust. This history exists because of your presence.
You brought me to use me as a calculator?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Now, let me explain why we needed Tenmyoji and Quark. Tenmyoji is simple. We needed you for the same reason we needed Clover. You were able to access the fourth dimension. Almost half a century ago, you used that ability to save a young girl, didn't you? Yeah, I did. We needed you to resonate with Sigma and Phi, so we brought you here. All it took was a messenger. Do you want to see Akane? If you do, come with me. I was a fool and fell for it. And you brought Quark with you. In fact, you insisted that he come.
Yeah, what a dummy. I guess you were worried about leaving me alone, huh?
I can't trust you. You'll rip the damn couches.
Yeah. He kept saying he could run off to the moon and leave me behind.
I'm sorry, Quark. If I had been so stupid and selfish, none of this would have happened to you. Never thought this would happen. Can you ever forgive me?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. I mean, I agreed to come with you. I thought the moon would be way more interesting than boring old Earth. What kid would turn that down?
We didn't see the messenger after we got on the ship. It was on autopilot, and as soon as we got in, it headed straight for the moon. During the trip, Zero told me to keep quiet once we got there. I don't remember anything after we landed.
Then there was a bunch of that white smoke, and we passed out. And when I woke up, I was in the AB room.
No, Dio! His real name is Left, and he's the leader of a terrorist organization called the He was ordered to come here. The are under the control of an organization called Free the Soul, which is in turn controlled by a man known as Brother. It was Brother who orchestrated the release of Radical 6 into the general population 45 years ago. But that's just, for the next game, whatever. Do you remember what Phi mentioned earlier? The ultimate purpose of the AB project is to change history and keep Radical 6 from being released. If we succeed, that would be bad for Brother and his organization. Our success would prevent them from creating an ideal world they're working toward. That is why Brother sent Left, his trusted lieutenant, to this facility. They needed to stop the AB project. So Dio was given 2 tasks. The first was to eliminate Akane, the architect of the AB project. The second was to join the AB game and win it. If Dio won the game, the AB project would not be completed. At least not in that timeline. In other words, in that world, and the project would have been stopped. If things didn't go as planned, Dio was given a contingency plan. If you cannot murder Akane and win the game, destroy Rhizome 9. Hence the bombs.
Can I ask you something? Perhaps. How did Brother know about the AB project?
He was also an Esper. We can set Brother aside for now, though, for the next game. May I proceed?
He's not really much in the next game, by the way. But
Oh
yes.
no! Why did we build him up, though?
I know.
Plot threads.
Oh!
Just needed
No.
motive for Dio.
No one objected. We were all curious.
Excellent! That explains everyone, save 2. Luna and myself! Sigma and Vi already know the truth about Luna. I don't believe I should reveal any more, however. I think it would be more appropriate if you could ask Luna yourselves. At a later time, no one cares. Would that be alright with you, Luna?
Oh, don't put the pressure on me. Yes, that's okay.
As for me, as I said before, I was born and raised here. The rest of you were brought to this facility, but I've never left. That makes... Oh, I'm not left. That makes me someone close to Zero Senior and Akane.
We never left.
No, that's Dio.
Hey, I've been wondering, who is Zero Senior?
You've already met him, Sigma, in another timeline.
Yeah. Well, I saw a hologram.
Hello.
Hey, I still don't know who he is.
Bastard.
The beast.
I wonder who he is.
Stage 2 is complete.
Oh, it's gonna be him and not Akane. Oh no.
TP00 unlocking.
Toilet paper's finally free.
It looks like it's finished. Shall we open the pod?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, now are you guys ready?
Are we?
All of us gathered around the pod. The glass was still covered with frost, hiding the contents.
Here I come. Okay, let's get started then. Ready?
3, 2.
Oh no!
Would it be a dick move to cut the episode right here?